I bet you can't tell which side of my face is higher end or lower end. So let's get started. This is a collaboration with Miss Shyfacediva. Please check her link below. Alright, I'm taking my Urban Decay and my Ruby Kisses. Both are primer potions. I thought they were comparable to each other. So I'm going to do my, well, it's going to be the left side to you, but it's actually my right side. I'm going to use the Urban Decay on that side, and I'm going to use the Ruby Kisses on the other. Now I'm taking my NYX and also my Painterly, which is a paint pot by MAC, and I'm going to use both of those as a base. I'm just showing you again which side I'm using each one on, higher end and lower end. Next, I thought that my Take Me to Brazil palette and my Urban Decay palette was comparable to one another. So I'm taking these and I'm going to use a color from them that is the same as each other. So these pinks that I have on both palettes are, oh, well, I'll let you see. You decide whether you think they're the same or not. Now I'm going to flip the brush over and use the blue from the Urban Decay Electric palette, and then I'm going to do the same on the other side using the Take Me to Brazil palette. I also want to say that this look is not meant to be cute. It was basically just to see if the lower end could dupe the higher end, and if you could tell which one was higher end or lower end, because we know that there are lower end products that are just as good as the higher end. Now I'm going in with the blue from the Brazil palette, and I mean, these colors are almost exactly the same. In fact, I think they are the same. You can't even tell. And neither one of these palettes had any transition colors, so I went on ahead and used my Laura Mercier palette for transitioning because, you know, neither one of them had good transition colors. So I'm just taking the yellow from the Urban Decay palette, and I'm going to take the yellow from the Take Me to Brazil palette. You guys get it. I'm just going to basically dupe everything on each side, but I did go ahead and skip some parts of my face as far as the blush because I couldn't find a comparable blush to my MAC blushes. I used my Wet n Wild on one side and it didn't look right, so I just went ahead and topped that off with my MAC, so I didn't show that part or my highlighter part either. Now I'm going to get ready and line my eyes, and I'm going to use my CoverGirl Intensify Me as the lower end because this one, no, actually I'm using this as a higher end because this one was about $7-8, and it's not higher end whatsoever, but I don't have any really higher end liners because it's some things I just won't buy higher end, and that is one of them. But it is the more expensive one that I have, and I'm going to compare it to one that I got for like $2 off Amazon. So yeah, this one is the CoverGirl Intensify Me liner. And I think the other liner that I'm going to use works just as good or even better. So this one is called the Bewitching Streamline that I got from Amazon, which is actually now my favorite liner. And I paid $2 for this liner, and I am going to order a few more because I really love it. It's so easy to use. Next, we're going to compare mascaras, and I'm taking my Kat Von D Immortal Lash, and I'm going to do my lashes on the higher end side, of course. And then I'm going to use the Supersizer from Maybelline. Nope, actually from CoverGirl, I'm sorry. And this one is just, actually, I actually like the Supersizer a lot better than the Kat Von D. So yeah. Now I'm going to take this Bella Priere. And this one is one that I got from the Ipsy bag, but it's worth, it's like $14. And I'm going to use that on the higher end side. And then my Rimmel Scandal Eye, I'm going to use that on the lower end side. Next, I'm going to go ahead and prime my face with this Smashbox sample. And yeah, this is going to go on the higher end side, of course. And I really like this one. I started out using this one about a year ago when I first started YouTube. And now I'm going to take the e.l.f. Mineral Infusion, which I think is an exact replica of the Smashbox for less money. And I'm going to use that on the other side. And on this one, I actually prefer the e.l.f. And so I'm taking my MAC my MAC Pro Longwear in NW43, and I'm going to put that on the higher end side. And I am going to use two different brushes to apply the foundations. And then I'm going to take my black Radiance, which you'll see in a second, And yeah, this one is in Mocha Honey, and this is $3. So yeah, I thought this was comparable to the MAC. It may show up a tiny bit darker, but it's still a good foundation and it's very comparable to the MAC. So yeah, I'm using a different brush on that. And now I'm going to go ahead and do lipsticks. Now I could not find a lipstick that was exactly the same color as my Snob. So I'm using Snob by MAC on one side, and I'm going to use Tinkerbell by Wet n Wild on the other, as you'll see right now. And pretty much you guys have seen the rest of the face, and the rest you can figure out, guys. So you let me know whether you could tell from the upper half of my face which side was higher end and which side is lower end. Thanks for watching, guys, and make sure you go and check out Shyfacediva's video and see what she came up with.